Damn, cousin, how we done our first content? You don't smoke. That's
Ah,
nutty.
shit.
It's
Shit
cool.
is shit. I get that eventually, but I ain't not right
Don't get
now.
it fucked up. I ain't trying to convince you to smoke. I'm proud of you. You know,
Yeah,
you solidified these streets. I
I ain't even trying to be like that. I just want to better myself. I feel
feel you.
like this conversation to lead on a more shit. I've been wanting to get in front of a camera for a minute, but this conversation is like a gateway. Um, Shit, I might as well just start it off like that. My name is Gaver. My family call me Pooh. People in the shop call me Geezy. G for short. I said Pooh already. Did I
Yeah,
say
I
Pooh?
wasn't gonna call the motherfucker poo because I wasn't planning on putting my government out here. You know, if you know me by my real name, they call me that. But if you don't, you can call me Cash, aka.
I don't be worried. I don't be worried. You can find my name out public records, but Gaver. Um, I'm a small business owner. I'm a Muslim. I'm a husband. I am a cousin. I am
Absolutely.
an uncle. I'm a enthusiast. I am a passionate black man in America. I am whatever it is that you can call me. I'll try to be that
Yeah,
to my fullest. So
my bad. I'm fucking up your intro.
do shit. Um, so how I got into it, and it's not just crypto.
Wait. We speeding. We got to slow it down. So, uh, first and foremost, I'm not gonna have my cousin just giving himself his own flowers. I have to give you your flowers because I ain't gonna lie to you. This is my older cousin. He be getting in my ass.
Pause.
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 But he really be
Pause.
cursing me the fuck out because he's been talking about crypto for I would say the last
Like three
three,
years,
four
three, four
years.
years. Yeah.
And he was always talking about investing his money into crypto. And I started learning about it when I wanted to do NFTs and figure out how can I start building a business within my business, doing NFTs. But I just want to say before I even tell that story, my cousin is my motivator. I look up to him. Like he said, he's a business owner. He's a person that I see always just giving out game, and I thought us coming together and doing some type of content was necessary because what he talks about all day, every day in the shop is bettering yourself. What he talks about is financial literacy, and he really champions crypto, cryptocurrency. And I said, listen, if we can have some type of conversation where we're just talking how we talk in the shop, but dropping jewels, that'll be fire. And this is our attempt at that.
Yeah.
So, cuz take it away. You was talking about how you got your start when it comes down to crypto.
Are you good? So I don't even want to just start with crypto because that's not my main focus. As you can see, we in Living Life Barbor Shop. This has been a dream of mine for so long. I came about cutting hair early in the game. Like I found out what I wanted to do kind of early, and then I kind of like ran with it and I stuck to it. High school, left football alone, didn't even fuck with it. Got right into cutting hair after school. More of a, how could you say, not a congregation, but congregation like. You know, me being and knowing so many different people, Clippers has allowed me to put my foot into different opportunities and different aspects of different people's lives. So Clippers in my hands is what God has blessed me with is always going to be my number one thing. So as long as I've been doing it, I'm trying to retire. So I've always told my cousin, we had a bet too as kids that I would be a millionaire before like 21, 22, or
Yeah,
25 or something like that.
I don't remember, but
Something crazy, but
I
I
think it was
paid out.
25.
It was like 25, but I've always had that putting seeds into the atmosphere and
Always been ambitious.
always had a high energy and a high ambition and just loving life. Like I would sit around and it'll be times where I just pop out, me and my homies be in my room, whether we doing what we do, if whether I'm cutting in the house after school, I've always just popped out and just was on a, I just love life. I understand, opportunities. I'll just, and people think I'll just be on something, but it's not just me being on something. I just truly appreciate life. I've been through a lot of different tasks. I mean, a lot of different obstacles. I've been persevering out of a lot of different situations my whole life. So I never was one to take for excuses. Getting to this year of 2024, it has been about mind, body, and soul. So I feel like my mind is there. Um, my soul, I accepted Islam not too long ago, so that's a beautiful thing for me. And my body is the next task. So,
Like, can I ask you a question, cousin?
hmm
I remember us having a conversation. It was like a real spiritual conversation, probably around like, I don't know, let's just say 3 years ago.
hmm
But I remember at that time you hadn't accepted Islam, and you had more questions. And I remember you kind of was like, you question everything.
hmm
What was it about the Islamic religion that really, really connected with you uh, to kind of change your mind?
I think for one, as I started to get into Islam more, I started to understand that the things that I had in my thought process and the things that I had in my soul was in the Quran the whole time. I gravitated towards it too because my wife is Muslim, my kids is Muslim, and I was living Catholic, and I felt I needed to complete the family circle. So mind, body, and soul. So I started to take different things. As strong as your mind can be, your soul may not be intact. As strong as your soul may be, your mind may not be intact. As strong as your body may be, the other two may fall to the wayside. So I want to complete the circle and have it to where as though I know for my personal self and my family, for them able to pray over my body when Allah calls my name, when my soul gets taken. I want my family and my close ones that truly believe in me to be able to pray over me and accept my good deeds, man. Allah hopefully accept my good deeds and my bad deeds, and hopefully my good deeds will outweigh all of my bad deeds, inshallah. I try to maintain somewhat of a spiritual side even before I had accepted Islam into my life. I've always was the one to really truly appreciate life. And what I've learned in Islam is not about life, it's about afterlife. The
Okay.
things that you do in Islam, I mean, the things that you do in your life, is everything is temporary. There's money that I have, the money that you have, our kids, the relationships. Nothing matters when your soul is taken. When your soul is taken, you don't take your body with you. So understanding those aspects and understand that everything is temporary, people need to start living according to the good and the bad, because everybody's going to meet a judgment day. The
That's
judgment
powerful.
date is for certain for everyone. So whether you Buddhist, Christian, as Muslim, whatever that you practice, for surely you will have a judgment day. There's not one person in this world that's going to live forever. And this worldly things that we have is so temporary, but we get so indulged into living. My barbershop is called Living Life Barber Shop, but I understand that life is only but so far. So Islam has allowed me to appreciate things in a different light. Me and my wife call it the dark side, but it's not really the dark side. We don't call it the dark side.
Why y'all
For
call it the dark side?
I feel like it's like a secret society. Like
Okay.
Islam is perfect. Like the Quran is perfect. People make Islam bad.
Okay.
I'm not the perfect Muslim. I've sinned. We all sin. But the difference is understanding that when you sin, those things is not answered by you. It's not answered by my wife. It's not answered by my kids. It's not, no, Allah is the one that's going to answer, and he's going to judge you on that day. So hopefully my good deeds will outweigh my bad deeds. Any type of things, all things that I put out into this temporary life, hopefully it can better other people. Hopefully it can better myself. Hopefully I can take heed to people that has been here and doing it for so long that were as though I'm not taking things for granted. I
Right.
just had an old head in here. My homie Lil, which is my cousin sitting in his station, he just had an old head in here, and Lil known him since he was 9, 10 years old. And this guy, he's older man, probably 60, 60 something, and he used to run a rec center that Lil used to play ball in. And this just happened like an hour ago. And Lil haven't seen him about 20 something years. He wound up coming in, and Lil been cutting his grandson for the like last past 6, 7 months. Didn't even know it. And so, you know, old he just was like, yeah, I don't look over my shoulder because I don't put those bad things. There's be people out here that don't want you to know who they was in they past life. I'm for one, I'm not that type. This person that you see me as now is the same person I was when I was 16, same person that I was when I was 9, 10. Everything that I have done in my life, I've always noticed and tried to keep it. How can I say? Try to keep it on a up and up, and have positivity and speak into it instead of speaking down on it. I have a very optimistic mindset. I don't really look pessimistically. Um, I truly believe words is as strong as actions. I truly believe I got a saying that I never want anyone to give me the analogy of look at the cup half full or half empty. I think I told you this before. I feel like I told
I
you.
don't feel like I heard that before.
Um, I don't want to look at the cup half full, half empty. When somebody give me a cup, I want to just have a cup.
But
I fill it up to my own discretion. Like I don't want to have the analogy of, well, look at the cup half full or the grass is greener on the other side. I can produce my own grass if you nurture the soil right. I can fill my own cup up as much as I want, as long as
damn,
it ain't
that
got a
fucked me
crack
up.
or
I
a
ain't gonna
hole.
lie. That was deep.
It's things that your mindset is different. Everybody's mindset is different, but I choose, and God gives me the ability to think a little bit deeper into certain things, and it's not just because I don't know it all. So if somebody take me for thinking I know it all, I don't know it all, but I know who I am, and I learned who I was early, and I feel as though I never was one to take um, opportunities for granted. The same reason why people don't have
But,
opportunities in their life is the same reason why people stay in the same situation because you don't create
but
opportunities,
my
you
thing is
you
this.
push it away.
I that's when I say things like you solidified. What I mean is that everything that you said, like I've seen you work since you've been a young boy, a kid.
Yeah,
You know, when you 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 say things super fast, but you kind of like if you know, you know, but if you don't know, you may be missing what he's saying.
yeah,
Like he really been having a huge circle of friends, um, networking, cutting
networking.
hair, you know, pretty much grinding. You got a certain grind, you got a certain hustle.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
And you show a certain type of love to people where people only going to show it back. And like you said, you was blessed with those hands to cut.
Hmm.
But I seen the start. I seen where you was really putting the practice, and that shit came with repetitions. It ain't just like you was,
Exactly.
you
They
know.
say repetition is the mother of skill. That's what I learned too in my journey.
But you still had people that was going to come through and support. You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
it
that was
take
established very young.
yeah,
So you have a certain type of hustle in you, even with you not being like getting to a point where um the materialistic isn't as important. I can say that I've always seen you grind.
yeah.
I always seen you go out and get your own paper. Where do you feel like that comes from?
I feel like that comes from my parents, my grandmother for sure. My dad has been, we Stokes. I'm Stokes blooded. I may not have a last name, but our family is a bunch of hustlers. And my cousin has told me before, our family may have been some of the what you could say biggest or whatever. Everybody family is a big hustler, so that doesn't matter. I just know for what my family was doing, we ain't never been the type to be deadbeats. So as many uncles that we share and
Right.
many aunts.
Right.
We don't got deadbeats in our family.
Right.
We may have done some illegal things, but number one thing for sure is we ain't never been deadbeats.
We
That
take care of our kids.
everybody take care of their kids, and I think that's the fundamental of what Grandpa has put and instilled. No matter how many kids Fantasy had, he has always taken care of his kids. Always. Grandma Doris has always taken care of her kids. My grandma Frances, God rest her soul, has always taken care of her kids. And I feel like the hustle has come from there. My grandma Frances, she is a staple in my life and how I am now. To my passions, to what I'm into as far as observing things. I get a lot of observations from my mom too. My father, I get the hustle from him, and he's always been young and around older people. So yeah, it's some things. I mean, I got a history, just like everybody else got a history. I'm not more special than anyone else. I just got a story to tell, and all these things, what they call so called what is it so called, comes full circle. I've been having a lot of full circle moments in my life for the last past like 10 years. Everything that I applied early, I reap the benefits of later. So